Alright, we've made it to the 30th segment, and we are going to be playing Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii. Let's see how we do, shall we? Here we go. By the way, are we on the air? Oh yeah, we are. Okay, we've been on for 18 seconds. Good. Just checking to make sure.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
Thank you, Alex Trebek. More than 300 game shows have come and gone since Jeopardy premiered in syndication in 1984.
This is Jeopardy! Let's meet today's contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good luck. Here we go into the Jeopardy round. And we start the Jeopardy round categories with this one. Mythology and art. A in geography. I only have eyes for you. On Broadway. Let's go to Suriname. And animals.
And Geography 1000.
A lot of known to the Romans as Numidia. It borders the Mediterranean.
What is Albania?
Okay, player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding... Right.
Yeah, it's Algeria instead. Animals 1000.
Player 1. Back to Dachs, as in Dachshund, is German for this burrowing animal. It's player 1.
What is a gopher?
Sorry.
No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's the correct response. The badger.
Oh, badger, okay.
Select again.
I only have eyes for you 1000.
The male of this wild goat of the Alps has backward curving horns that may be as long as it is tall. Yes, player 1.
What is an ibex?
You got it.
Let's go to Suriname 1000.
Player 1. Pick about half of Suriname's 439,000 people live in this capital city.
What is Paramaribo?
Player 1. Right.
Alright, Mythology and Art 1000.
Player 1. Get psyched at the Louvre by looking at Antonio Canova's sculpture of this Roman god and Psyche. Okay, player 1.
Who is, Cupid?
Yes.
On Broadway 1000.
Player 1. Huey Lewis, Harry Hamlin, and George Hamilton have all been tapped to play tap-dancing lawyer Billy Flynn in this musical.
What is Chicago?
It's player 1. Good for you.
And Geography 8.
You get to pick again, player 1.
Kabul is its capital.
What is Afghanistan?
Yes, player 1. That's right. Way to go.
Animals 8.
You again, player 1. Critters of the Pleistocene epoch include the mammoth and this breast-toothed relative. Player 1.
What is the Macedon?
Correct.
I only
We
have eyes
return
for
to
you
you,
8.
player 1. It's a list of places to be visited on a journey. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is an itinerary?
That is correct.
Let's go to Suriname 8.
Choose again, player 1. Suriname is wedged between Guyana and this dependency.
What is French Guiana?
Okay, player 1. That is correct.
Mythology and Art 8.
Player 1.
Daily Double.
It's the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. Please select your wager, player 1. Okay, here is the clue. Praxiteles sculpted this Greek equivalent of Mercury carrying the infant Dionysus.
Who is Hermes?
You have maintained your lead. Way to
And
go.
Geography 2.
Select again. This ancient city is the capital of Greece.
What is Athens?
Yes, player 1. You are correct.
And Geography 4?
We return to you, player 1. All right, here with the clue is Kelly.
It's the name of the island seen here, mate.
What is Australia?
It's player 1. That's correct.
And Geography 6?
Player 1. Mont Blanc is the highest peak in these mountains.
What are the Alps?
Let's hear it, player 1. Good.
Animals 2?
Choose again, player 1. Let's go to the clue crew for this next clue.
One in every 6 known bird species makes its home in this rainforest.
What is the Amazon?
Player 1. Yep.
Animals 4?
You again, player 1. Sputniks 5, 6, 9, and 10 carried these animals into space.
What are monkeys?
Let's hear it, player 1. That's incorrect. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? The correct response is dogs.
Alright, Animal 6?
Please pick again, player 1. Got one of these odorous animals, also known as a polecat, as a pet? Call your Humane Society to make sure it's legal.
What's a skunk?
Player 1?
I only have eyes for you 2?
You get to pick again, player 1. Heterohelix is the English variety of this climbing plant.
What is ivy?
It's player 1. Correct.
Eyes for you 4?
Player 1. Kelly will present this clue.
In monozygotic, or this type of twins, the genetic makeup of each twin is exactly the same.
What is identical?
Okay, player 1. That's it.
Eyes 6?
Player 1. Roger that, Houston. The rocket engines have reached this point of firing to life.
What is ignition?
Yes, player 1. Good.
Suriname 2?
Player 1. Since many of Suriname's workers come from India, this religion is practiced by almost 30%. It's player 1.
What is Hinduism?
Yes.
Suriname 4?
Choose again, player 1. In a 1667 deal, the English got New York City, and these people got the territory that would become Suriname.
We're the Dutch?
Okay, player 1. Hey, you're
Suriname
right.
6?
You again, player 1. A powerful presence in the country is Suralco, part of this giant metals company. Yes, player 1.
What is Reynolds?
That's not right. Any other takers? Let's hear it, player 3.
Alcoa.
That's correct.
Yeah. Alright.
Player 3. Pick again.
On Broadway 2?
Two snugly cute characters in Avenue Q aren't called the bad news these, but the bad idea these.
What are bears?
Player 1? Yes.
On Broadway 4?
Player 1. Many of this Jonathan Larson musical's famous fans have gone backstage to add their names to a long graffiti wall.
What is Rent?
Okay, player 1. Right you are.
Broadway 6?
We return to Fantasia of American Idol played the role of Celie in The Color This.
What is purple?
Yes, player 1. That's it.
Broadway 8?
Player 1, back to you. Spring Awakening is an alt-rock musical based on an 1891 play that Frank Wiedekind originally wrote in this language.
What is German?
It's player 1. Yes.
I'll take mythology and art 2.
You get to pick again. A statue of this Roman sea god is a perfect choice for a fountain. There's one at Peterhof in Russia.
Who is
Player 1?
what's his name? Neptune?
Right you are.
Mythology Art 4.
Select again. A sarcophagus at Hearst Castle depicts this group of 9, including Erato, who inspires love poems.
Who are the muses?
Let's hear it, player 1. You are correct. And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. Let's go over to Kelly.
This city statue of Geffen and her oxen is a bit less famous than the Little Mermaid.
What is Copenhagen?
It's player 1.
$19,017 at the end of the Jeopardy round.
Player 2 is going first in the double Jeopardy round, which starts after this. We start the double Jeopardy categories with this one. Health and medicine. Which president's cabinet? Language lab. Country music stars on film. Brutus. And Calling All Angels.
That's a good song by Train.
Player 2 gets to make the first selection once again. This time, we're moving into the double Jeopardy round. Lateral epicondylitis is the medical term for the chronic arm injury called this sport's elbow.
What is tennis?
Okay, player 1. Right.
Brutus 2000.
Please pick again, player. During the Roman Civil War, Brutus sided with this man, but was later pardoned by Julius Caesar. Oops. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is Claudius? Dang it.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player 3?
Pompey?
Hey, you're right. We return to you, player 3.
Brutus 400.
He penned the immortal line, "The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves." Yes, player 1.
Who is William Shakespeare?
That's correct.
Calling All Angels 2.
You again, player 1. It's the title of Tony Kushner's Pulitzer-winning play. Player 1?
What is Angels in America?
Yes.
Country music stars on film 2.
Player 1. Back in a 1969 film, he showed some true grit as John Wayne's young sidekick.
Who is Glenn Campbell?
Yes, player 1. That's correct. Player 1, back to you for our... The name of this fluid that contains white blood cells comes from the Latin for water. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is lymph?
Good for you.
Language Lab 2.
Select again. Douglas Hyde, also known as Ancrethan Ethan, fought to preserve this language and founded a league of the same name.
What is German?
Okay, player 1.
Or what is Gallic?
Right.
This president's cabinet 2000.
Player 1. You. Secretary of the Interior, James R. Garfield. Secretary of War, William Howard Taft. It's player 1.
Let's say who is Theodore Roosevelt?
That's right. Way to go.
Brutus 16.
Player 1. Brutus joined a conspiracy to assassinate Julius Caesar that was led by this man. Yes, player 1.
Who is Cassius?
Good.
Calling All Angels 16.
Choose again, player 1. Answer. The first of the daily doubles. And you have the lead. What are you going to wait?
5,417.
Answer. Pie Jesu, sung by this young Welsh lass with the voice of an angel, has sold millions worldwide.
Who is Charlotte Church?
That puts you even further ahead.
Calling All Angels 12.
You get to pick again, player 1. It follows hark in the first line of a 17th century hymn.
What does the Herald Angels sing?
Player 1. Correct.
Calling All Angels 8.
Please pick again. That every soul has one of these is not an article of faith, but St. Jerome says it is the mind of the church. Let's hear it, player one.
What is a guardian angel?
Good.
Calling all angels 4.
Player one. Capelli d'angelo is an Italian food term for a type of this.
What is angel food
Okay,
cake?
player one.
Or angel hair? Let's say angel hair pasta.
Yes.
Good thing I did.
We return to you,
Started film
player
16.
one. Hats off to this singer who played the dad and horse rancher in 2006's Flicka.
Who is Tim McGraw?
It's player one. Correct.
Health and Medicine 16.
Player one. There are viral and bacterial types of this, the inflammation of the membranes covering the brain and spinal cord. Player one.
What is meningitis?
That is correct. You again,
Michael Todd
player
16.
one. In French, Hier Henri m'aimait, yesterday Henry loved me, is an example of this flawed past tense. Yes, player one.
Flawed past tense. What is passive?
That's not it.
Oh well.
Anyone else? Here's the response we were looking for. The imperfect.
Imperfect. Okay.
Player one,
Which
back
method's
to you
counted
for
16?
Secretary of Labor George Shultz, Attorney General John Mitchell. Let's hear it, player one.
Who is let's say who's Richard Nixon?
You got it.
Okay. Brutus 12.
Please pick again, player one. This Greek biographer of parallel lives suggested Brutus was Julius Caesar's illegitimate son. Okay, player one.
Who is Herodotus?
Sorry, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
Any other takers? Here's what we wanted. Plutarch.
Oh, okay. Country music stars on film 12.
Choose again, player one. He was the mean and abusive Doyle Hargraves in Sling Blade.
Who is Dwight Yoakam?
It's player one.
Health and Medicine 12.
Select again. A sign of this infection from the virus that also causes chickenpox is a blistering rash preceded by severe pain.
What is shingles?
Yes, player one. That is correct.
Language Lab 12.
You get to pick again, player one. Answer. The second daily double. You are in first place. Please enter your weight.
5,817.
Here is your clue. The Pinyin system for writing this language in the English alphabet was officially adopted January 1st, 1979.
What is Chinese?
Congratulations, you're still in first, player one. Player
Brutus
one.
8.
In this 13th century work, Brutus is described as suffering in the lowest pit of hell. It's player one.
What is a Divine Comedy? Or, no, let's say Canterbury Tales.
No, sorry. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we were looking for. Inferno.
Oh, okay. Country music stars on film
We
4.
return to you, player. In Rhinestone, she turned Sly Stallone into a country singer.
Who is Dolly Parton?
Okay, player one. Yep.
Country music stars on film 8.
Player one. How do you like him now? Now that he made his film debut as fading country star Bo Price in Broken Bridges.
Who is Toby Keith?
Let's hear it, player one. Yes. You again, player
Health
one.
and Medicine 8.
Statin drugs like Lipitor are used to lower the bad type of this.
What is cholesterol?
Player one. You are correct.
Let's have,
Player
let's
one.
have four.
Most languages of Western Europe get their words for read and write from this language's leggere and scribere. Yes, player one.
What is Latin?
Correct.
That was letter 8.
Choose again, player one. Hochdeutsch is the modern standard form of this language.
What is German?
It's player one. Right. Player one. Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Okay, player one.
Who is George W. Bush?
Sorry, that's one.
Foop.
Any other takers? Here's the correct response. Barack Obama.
Oh, Obama, of course.
Select again. Secretary of State Dean Rusk. Both JFK and him. Let's hear it, player one.
Who is Lyndon Johnson?
Good. And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. Secretary of Education William Bennett. Secretary of State George Shultz. Player one.
Who is Ronald Reagan?
That is correct.
Here we go.
Sorry, player two. Your score is not on the positive side, so you will not be joining us for Final Jeopardy. We've got the Final Jeopardy round here for you, and today it features this category. American authors. So, what's your wager? Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. The Final Jeopardy clue is as follows. Injured on the Austro-Italian front on July 8, 1918, he also crossed the English Channel with U.S. forces on D-Day. Did you come up with the correct response?
James Thurber.
And that will set you back.
950, so that drops you down to 1650.
What did you say?
I picked Ernest Hemingway.
And this correct response will add how much to your score?
$604, so I finished with $52,055. Not bad.
Congratulations, player one. You're the winner.
I'll see you all for that next segment.
So long.